Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Today is Friday, the 23rd of April 2021. It's good to be here. I'm glad that you're here, and thanks so much for tuning in. Um, Not much going on here in the Carolinas. It's a bit chilly, but that's okay. Supposedly, next week's going to be warmer for the average, they say, but nothing's average anymore. Don't know why I am fixated on the weather. I guess because it's so unpredictable, like life, unpredictable. Um, Yesterday was Earth Day. What did I do for Earth Day? Did something in the garden. Oh yeah, cut my grass. Finally got my lawnmower back. Not that you worry about what's going on with that lawnmower. Nice people. I was not happy that it took longer than normal, but everything seems to be taking longer than normal. And that's a new way of being, I think. So let's get right to today's message. And here we go. All right. Some great cards today. I was, asking for the archangels and the angels this morning and basically saying, to keep me away from anything other than love. I want to be surrounded by love, to attract love, to be loved, to get love. That's it. That's what it feels like today. Excuse me, I had to have a sip of tea. And if I'm sounding a little throaty, I was out there yesterday cutting the grass, and like a fool, I did not put my mask on out in the yard, thinking it'll be all right. Yeah, well, all that dry clay dust is settling, and I can feel it. I woke up this morning with that kind of dry, raspy throat. It is what it is. Anyway, so my card that popped out straight away as I began to resonate and vibrate with this energy of love and asking for everything else to be pushed out the way, I got Mother Mary as my angel for today. Love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And then I'm asking for my spirit guides, my angels, and my higher ones, and giving thanks that they're present, reminding me that they're here, and asking for them to bring a message for everybody today. And I get the Archangel Sandalphon, which is the kind of the twin angel of Metatron. And he basically is God's messenger, like a mailman goes and takes the prayers that you want up to the heavens. So thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. And then straight away, what is the essence, the challenge, the reason for this message? It's always I like to look at, well, why do we do things? So why has Sandalphon popped in today to bring his message to everybody? And it's the miracle of forgiveness. Archangel Jeremiah. Archangel Jeremiah, thank you for helping understand the process of forgiveness. And that word process, we're all in the process. We're all in the wash cycle, cleaning off what no longer serves us. Because change happens. We're all changing. I heard, of all places, in a comedy show that comes out of the UK, one of the writers had slipped in this rather poetic piece and gave it to the actress playing the part, who was reminiscing about her deceased husband, and said one of the things he had said before he died that was profound was that the minute we're born, we begin to die. Oh my goodness. That was quite something. And then she added, the clock goes tick, 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 tick. And the point of it was that we should be always doing things in the here and the now and grabbing what's here and what's now, other than worrying about what was that we can't do anything about, or what's going to be that we haven't got yet. And I don't want to belabor that point. It just seems to be on and on and on and on and on. What I will say in my personal life, because I really like things to land in a personal level, so people can sort of say, "Oh yeah, that seems to fit," because it all seems to fit. But um, yesterday I have been contemplating time to perhaps upload or upgrade or trade in my cell phone. It seems that the more intricate these pieces of equipment become, with all of their so-called high-tech bells and whistles with fancy screens and chips and all this stuff being packed into a tiny machine, that the use of the machine, the shaking in and out of your pocket, on and off your surfaces, being cleaned with all kinds of antibacterial stuff and whatever. These little machines are high tech and they take abuse, but they're also white. I would say they're not cheap, meaning they require a few coins. Anyway, I'm digressing. So I set about to inquire as to what would be the best fitting deal for me to trade at this time. It's the second time I've gone to my carrier, and I won't mention them. And obviously, how we are in the digital world, it's all about online chat. No one seems to want to talk on the phone, and that's fine. Again, it's a change. We get used to it, typing back and forth. I like to have a face to face chit chat, but that isn't happening anymore. So, I'm on this call, and of course, you get the message back, all of our operators helping other people. So, okay, then it reminded me of this woman's line in the show, tick, 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 tick. And I landed on, wow, my time's important. I'm important to myself, and I hope to others, but my time is important. It's a commodity that I can't get back. It's an investment in the life I'm here, and I've already used up probably over half of it. So this is something we need to move along, please. And this person came, the virtual person on the screen. How can I help you? So then, you go through the verification process and various texts back and forth telling you who you are, and here's a code, and dump it in, and la 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 la. So this call was now approaching the 12-minute line range thing. And I had said, listen, I'm only interested in a certain brand of phone because it works. It integrates with everything I've got. I'm not interested in any other brand but this brand. And I'm looking for you to give me an offer in it. And on we go, chit chat, chit chat. Well, what does the person send me? Not the brand I was wanting. Not anything near close to it. So I thought, well, they clearly didn't pay attention, didn't read, didn't get it. And it occurred to me, maybe this is the artificial intelligence virtual respondent. So it's not really a person, it's a machine. And maybe they confused my response with, I only want this, but they sent something else. Or it's possible that what they sent me was something that's on promotion for them to get extra bonuses by asking someone to switch brands or to switch components. No, baby, no, baby, no, no, no. We're not going there. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your help. I've not really gotten very far in the 15 minutes we've been chatting. So I bid you adieu, and I ended the chat. Yes, I took the survey. No, it was not helpful. And no, you didn't get the high score. Done. Moving on. My next client came in, delightful, lovely. I so enjoy the job I've got where I get to interact with human beings and really connect with them, find out what's happening in their world, what they're up for. And this was a delightful young gentleman who, young being younger than me, and young, I guess, relatively, who was very excited to announce the changes and opportunities and possibilities that they were working on and the future plans. And then I got into, okay, well, at least this is what leads to this message for today. You got big plans. You're a great leader. You've been put on the planet along with millions of other people because this is a big planet to move things forward. What are you going to do? How are you going to lead yourself and the other folks that come to want to lead with you, and into what are you wanting to lead? Where are you wanting to go? Being that if you are in the business, habit, hobby, mode of helping other people, which really I think we all are. If you ask folks why they do what they do, there's a good portion of the folks who work with the public because they want to help them. They want to make a difference. Teachers, why do you teach? Well, because I want to educate our future generations. That's a really good reason. Doctors, why do you study medicine? Well, because I want to make people feel better, or whatever that is. Lawyers, architects, me, a hairdresser, manicurist, massage therapist, or counselor, or someone who is a chef, or somebody who runs a grocery store, or somebody who drives for a living. There's a good reason why people who do what they do, some part of what they do, is to better help and facilitate other people. So what happens when they do that, when they accomplish it, when they reach the goal, when they get where they're going? They feel better. There's a sense of honor, commitment, fulfillment, and accomplishment. And while you're fulfilling your purpose, going about your daily life, joining other people that are also helping to do whatever it is you're doing or wanting to do, you're staying away from all of the boredom and all of the mayhem and all of the madness and all of the heinous acts that are going on outside. I'm not trying to downplay any of it, and I'm certainly not being trivial about it. I just simply think, okay, where can a person rightfully help those who are struggling, either with loss, with grief, with depression, with the inability to accomplish the goal, get on the goal, uh, found themselves in the fallow instead of on the path? You can help by offering up your inner prayer of peace, your inner prayer of love, your inner prayer of understanding for strength to guide whoever they are, if you know them, or generally put peace upon the earth. That's the challenge sometimes, because there are folks, like, there's got to be a balance. We can't understand peace, understand harmony or balance without experiencing the opposite of it, without experiencing the judgment, the cruelty, the unjust, the disparities. That's what we do. To appreciate abundance comes from understanding the experience of poverty, of lack, of limited thinking. Can't really get to the success of anything without experiencing the opposite of it. And there comes a point when we're in the present moment where we, oddly enough, get to view that, get to see it. It starts off with a little nudge, a little wink, a small note, a postcard, then a notice, then this big screaming billboard that, unless you are paying attention to the bigger picture, that bigger picture goes bye-bye. So whatever you do, if you're on this channel tuning in, you're in it to win it, to get it. And the miracle of forgiveness that this card is talking about is literally that. It's time to offer up your prayer from Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you for showing me the error of my ways. Thank you for bringing me to the state of forgiving myself for all I have unintentionally and perhaps intentionally done toward myself and towards others. I now feel safe and free. I now move forward with love and peace. So it is and so shall it be. It's simple as that. The mere act of thank you brings in those energies, the light energies. The universe cannot, will not, does not, isn't able to come forward unless they're invited in, unless there is a request. That's just how the universal energies work. Yes, indeed, there are man-made mischief and mayhem. But that comes, I believe, from the intention of man, people, ill people, the people who want nothing but to create madness and mayhem. It isn't perhaps, well, maybe it is an energy that gets a hold of someone, that forces them to say, well, today I'm going to kill somebody, and they do it. I don't know what possesses them to do it. I'm grateful that's not an energy that lives within me. Do I or have I ever thought, oh, that person just needs to just go away, go bye-bye? Probably yes. Do people get on my nerves? Have they got on my nerves? Yes. But I've learned that, wow, okay, let me look at what that looks like. Why would I feel that way about somebody I don't even know? Why would I even have a statement like that? I don't even know that person. That's just ridiculous. And in that moment, that's just ridiculous. The thought, the feeling, the understanding, the judgment goes bye-bye. Woof, it's gone. And that is where the forgiveness is. You recognize it, aware of it, and stop it. It's just not good behavior. And now I moved into not judging other people for their behavior, but standing in the power of saying, that's not something I agree with. And leave it at that. Don't ask them to look at their own behavior. Just, that's not something I believe in. Done. And you can move on. Because that's really what we're supposed to do. If you just think about the time clock that we're on, tick, 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 done. And if this pandemic and the subsequent acts of violence and the what seems to be 2 decades now of mass shootings, if you will, chaos, whatever that is, it looks like multiple people are moving into spirit world, are leaving the earth that they have inhabited, are literally plucked from their families, their life, their purpose, their pathway. Instantly done. If it hasn't taught you that there is a reason you're here, that you're still here, get in touch with that reason. Line up with people that have the same philanthropic, loving, peaceful energy that you have, and do something great with it. You've got this opportunity right now to make differences, push the differences forward. If you're meeting resistance with your own resistance, look at where that resistance is. Is your agenda and your resistance the only thing that matters? Or are you able to see other points of view? Yeah, I'm done with that. I call upon the cosmic light of heaven and let it shine throughout my being, and so it is. So shall it be. Here's a reading from Journey into the Heart. Put this back on. There we go. Hello. Feels like this week has been one of those taskmaster weeks for me. I have been grateful for all of the messages I've gotten while I've been out in the dirt. Today, I think, will be the last day. It seems like 5 days of being in rocks and making rockery and cleaning out my yard and digging up bushes and just really in the earth. And oddly enough, it's Earth Day yesterday. it's helped me to ground. It's helped me to get to the point of what's really important, what's really necessary, um, and things, materialism, all that stuff. Yeah, it's important, but it's not necessary all the time. Let's get to what the message is today and see if it lines up with. Oh, it kind of does. Give yourself a break, is what the message is from Journey to the Heart. Learn to appreciate yourself and others. Knowing we desire growth and improvement is one thing. Constantly driving ourselves and others is another. Maybe the answer isn't that we need to do better, try harder, push more. Maybe the answer is recognizing and appreciating how well we already do things, how hard we try, how much we have done, how well others are doing too. Pushing ourselves can become so habitual that we deny ourselves the feeling of satisfaction. No matter how well or how much we do, the urge to try harder, do better, do more keeps pushing us on. It doesn't let us rest. We still feel it isn't quite good enough. If you've been pushing yourself that hard, you may need more than coffee break. Take a real break. Give yourself permission to put that drive aside. Quiet that part of you that wants to do more, be more, accomplish more. Learn to value how well you do things, even if no one else sees or appreciates your efforts. Applaud your own efforts and the efforts of those you love. For today and for 1 week, instead of demanding more from yourself, tell yourself how well you've done for today and for 1 week. Instead of demanding more from those around you, tell them that they are doing well too. Tell yourself how well you do. You may discover you're doing better than you thought. That lands. I pause because I don't ever tell myself how well I'm doing. I usually tell myself what's missing. I think it comes from the program of teaching that a teacher puts in what's missing or asks the students to fill in what's missing, put in what is missing. And for me, that message and the subsequent message of these miracles of forgiveness and the prayer from Archangel Sandalphon and then Mother Mary with love and peace says what's missing is the pause, the forgiveness, the love and the peace, the accomplishment, the ability to do what we are doing and do it well. I don't know about doing that for a week, but I'll give this a go. Okay, time to meditate. Feet flat on the floor. I'm missing my little guides and angels, the channeling that happens. I haven't got those tingle feelings. I've felt them. I felt them around, most definitely. But I haven't got the goosebumps I used to get. Take a big breath in. Let out and let go. And let love in. These first few moments, 15 to 30 seconds, let the mind settle down. By bringing your consciousness and what you focus on to your feet. Have the connection and the thought of connection where your feet are touching the ground or your seat or whatever part of your body is connected to Mother Earth. As you lift your mind and your consciousness up through your body, paying attention to each joint that joins the bones, knees, ankles, the upper femur bone, the upper leg bone, to the hip joints, and the hip joints joins into the pelvis. The pelvis has this delightful socket that allows the lower back, the lower tailbone, the lower spinal column to rotate, to bend, to move. Move on up through your body to your belly and your lower organs, appreciating everything about your physicality, the way your vital organs, liver and kidneys, lungs and heart, pancreas, all the way up through the crown of your head, and then create this loving opening. And we'll begin the meditation with a prayer. Thank you, Archangel Michael, and the Ascended Masters, for cutting the ties and the binds to people, places, situations, stories, drama, rubbish, and anything else I no longer want or need or serves my purpose. And thank you for cutting all of that right now. I'm safe, I'm free, so it is and so shall it be. Think of and imagine the energy around you, creating the freedom, removing the vibrational energy to things that aren't for your highest good. Then make a declaration to yourself with your hands towards your heart. I am the keeper of my mind, my body. Everywhere love flows, light flows. Fear and darkness are strangers. And deep within the well of my being is an infinite well of love. And this love flows to the surface, radiates from inside of me outward, and returns multiplied. The use and the sharing of this love makes me feel good, so it is and so shall it be. To just fill yourself up with that feeling of gratitude, of love, of blessings, of the right now you are where you are supposed to be, listening to what you're meant to be listening to. There is no accident. Everything you're grateful for, even the things that have not occurred yet, are provided for you, will be provided for you, are always being provided for you. Let that loving light come down from the Creator, whether you call the Creator God or the universe. It's a force that is in you, around you, of you, about you, along with everybody else. And you just sit quietly and breathe. And using your third eye center, the area right between your eyebrows, tap into and tune into anything you see and you feel that is random, there's a flow coming to you from the force that created you. And each thought, each vision, each color, each sound, whether it's heard physically or psychically, is uniquely brought to you, vibrates to you. Sometimes the answers we ask for are part of what we know for sure. Many times we know the answer, accept the answer as it is and as it isn't. The Creator wants you to know there's a great awakening within you. When declaring that you are of love, of light, that you are about the love, that you are about the light, then this is the channel the information will travel along. You're being invited by this message to exercise random acts of kindness, that every act of kindness will be returned to you multiplied. That it's not necessary for you to put a value on how multiplied it is, how many times it's multiplied. There is no limit. The Creator also wants you to know that what you need is and always has been provided as you've needed it. Sometimes what you want is and always has been provided even when it's unneeded. These are the blessings. You're being encouraged to give thanks for everything that you need that's been provided for you automatically, without question. Also being invited to be happy and grateful when the miracles and the blessings of what you've asked for, what you've wanted, have also been provided. Spirit wants you to know that we earn with an attitude. Continue breathing in your quiet solitude, in your sacred space. Continue feeling the cup of gratitude and love, peace, harmony, light, all the good energies filling up. The supply comes from above and from below. Everything that is of no longer use is recycled. Everything that is released is replaced. You're being invited to choose what to release and what to replace. Your guardian angel has made this choice for you. You're now being invited to work with your guardian angel and give thanks The choices are for your highest good. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your thumb knuckles between your third eye center, and together we bow and say Namaste. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I did felt an energy. It came from up around here somewhere. I'm trying to ask who it was. And it was one of the archangel, but didn't say a name. And oftentimes that comes for me, it's like there is no name, it's a collection. It's the human experience and culture that wants a label or a name to associate with an energy. Those of us who channel this, everyone does it. How do I explain that? You know, an actor, when they read for a part, for a play or a movie or just a piece, the character is non-existent on the page, but the writer creating the character gets an essence of it. And so the actor needs to channel that essence and make it work. In the spirit world, the energy is about the same, except I believe that we're of that we came from that. And I wouldn't have necessarily seen it with that much clarity had I not had that near-death experience where, oh, this is what this feels like. And I can say, for the people that are left, when those people leave this body, because I still don't believe we physically die. Now, I don't want to leave. I'm not ready to go off and do that. But I know when that day comes, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Perhaps not for those that are left. And if I do nothing else but connect the non-physical person who's no longer here with the physical person who is here, and deliver those messages, so there isn't the separation of life and afterlife, after the physical life, I mean. All right, listen, I don't want to bring that down. I've been told, listen, don't make it heavy. All right. Have a great Friday. I'll be here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Like, share, subscribe, do what you need to do. Thanks so much.